Okay, this is my review of packing cubes done by 3 different manufacturers. So over to your far left are packing cubes of varying sizes from REI sporting goods store. In fact, they're the REI brand. And here in the middle I have some packing cubes from Osprey. This set here is a 3-bag set, so you got small, medium, and large. But for demonstration purposes, I'm only going to go with the large. And then last but not least, the Pro packing cubes, which is this set I ordered off of Amazon. It was a 10-pack set, so it came in different sizes from I guess oblong to I think this size is a large. This blue one's a medium, and this this teal one's extra large. So my take on all 3. So I'll start with REI because those were they were the first brand I bought first. So for the most part, the quality of the material is very nice. This particular packing cube is also expandable, so that was one feature I kind of liked about it. So if you didn't need to pack extra items, and then in fact I'll demonstrate. Now I didn't roll these up, like I normally do for long trips, but I have 1, 2, 3 shirts, but I've been able to get 8 shirts, 2X size. It's just that this particular trip, I was only taking 3 shirts, so there was no point in me, rolling them up and then have to unroll them, and there'll be a wrinkle and everything like that. But if I wanted to, another thing I like about this particular packing cube is the fact that it has 2 zippers. So 2 zippers for the main compartment, and both zippers open up fully. So the flap opens fully, so you can pack your items and stuff like that. Another cool thing I like about having 2 zippers on a packing cube is the fact that if one zipper breaks, at least you have another one to work with. And like I said, REI sells the expandable packing cube sets or individual pieces, so you can almost double the capacity, of this bag. The material is very good non-ripstop material. I'm going to take it in a few minutes with this one and the Osprey bag and demonstrate that, these bags are pretty much water resistant. I ran them in my bathroom sink. I had clothes in them, and I turn the faucet on real high, let the water run for a few minutes, open the bag up, my clothes stay dry, so you don't have to worry about if your suitcase or backpack isn't waterproof, and your clothes will pretty much stay pretty dry. And with the REI brand, they have a little compartment here where you can put your ID tag in, which I think you get to it from the inside, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but you have to go on the inside to get access to the bag. So overall, the only complaint I can say about these bags are the color selection. So basically, REI is a camping store. So basically, you're going to have the basic colors. So this one here is an olive. You got this lime green. I'm sorry, this is gray. This is gray, olive, and orange. Those are pretty much the basic colors of all the REI brand packing cubes. Now the store does sell other packing cubes, different colors, different material, but like these a lot, so I've bought quite a few of them. So far I'm happy with these. I'm glad I started off with these because it kind of gave me a reference point of what I like and don't like in a packing cube. Now the next set I'm going to talk about will be the Pro Pack set. Again, like I said, the Pro Pack set, you know, you can buy different colors, different color sets, or you can even buy sets of the same color. And like I stated earlier, this is part of a 10-pack set. So you have, excuse me, you have different sizes from small, in this case oblong for, you know, irregular items, you know, a medium. You know, I want to say this is an extra large. I believe this one is an extra large, but well, it has stop rip material, and just like with the REI bag, has 2 zippers, so you have full access to it. Now, unfortunately, it's not that much of a big deal, but these bags they don't expand. So basically, it's, you know, one size bag. But again, you know, you can get plenty of items. And like, the thing I like about this Pro Packing Cube is that, I believe this one is an extra large. I can put my jeans in there without any issue. And I don't necessarily have to roll them up or fold them up. I can get good 2 or 3. 4 would be kind of pushing it, but you know, I can get, you know, 4. My jeans aren't the regular size jeans. You know, usually you see other people with videos. Their clothes are smaller compared to, you know, a person of my height, my frame. I'm 6'4", I'm 260, versus somebody who's, you know, 5'7" to 5'8". You know, of course, you know, their clothing is going to be a lot smaller. So with the Pro Packing Cubes, at least they have at least offer an extra large packing cube where you can put large item clothing in here, and it would fit without any issue. I wish I had bring my jeans from upstairs, but nonetheless. Now the only other thing I do like is that, you know, you have this mesh, open mesh, where you can see what's inside the packing cube. So unlike with the, you know, with the REI and with the Osprey, you kind of have to remember, you know, what you actually packed in the bag. But with these Pro Packing Cubes, they give you the mesh so you can actually see what's actually in the bag, so you don't have to unzip it or guess what's in it. So the mesh is open, so, you know, air breathes to the top, but the rest of the compartment has this nylon material. So when you do pack in your suitcase or in your bag, you want to make sure that the open mesh is away from any exterior side of your bag. So you got 2 bags, you know, mesh up top. And so if this say, for example, this is the bottom of your bag, you want the mesh facing upwards, so that way the nylon is for the back. So if it does rain, it hits the nylon material first before the mesh. Then you have another bag mesh facing other mesh, so this nylon material faces the top part of your suitcase. So granted, it's not going to keep your clothes from getting, you know, wet, but, you know, packing it this way kind of makes it a lot easier and saves you a lot of headache and time. So again, that's my only gripe about this bag, is the fact that the mesh is open. Now, if the mesh had some clear plastic material behind it to where you could actually still see inside the bag without having to open it, then I would fall in love with this bag. I don't necessarily have to. It doesn't necessarily have to be expandable like the REI brand, but it definitely, you know, would have me give it an extra star. But overall, these aren't bad bags. I've taken them on trips and stuff like that, so they're pretty decent. It does make packing your clothes a lot easier. In any packing cube, no matter which one you get, it makes packing a lot easier. You stay more organized. Your clothes don't get thrown all over the place. And if you can color code them, you know, you can designate, which colors have, what items and stuff like that, so it'll help you to remember. Versus having one set, the same color. Okay, so that's the Pro packing cubes, and again, you can get these on Amazon. Now, last but not least are the Osprey bags. I just got these a few days ago, and the thing I like about them is the fact that material is very thin. I mean, it is really thin, but very durable, very strong. Not as well. It's definitely much thinner than the REI bag. Let me take this stuff out. Oh, look at that pair of jeans. So I don't know if you can see in the camera, but you can just see how, or of course you can't feel, but you can see how thin Osprey bag is compared to the REI. And in fact, this material is so thin, you can almost see what's in it. The thing I don't like about, and then also too, Osprey, just like REI, doesn't have a lot of color selection. So you will find orange, lime, this black, I like to call charcoal black. So yeah, so the colors are very limited. I ordered these to see how they would, if I would like them or not. Now, my only gripe about this, all the Osprey packing cubes, is that it only has one zipper. Now, granted, it may not be a deal breaker per se, but it is for me because when you open the zipper all the way, the bag opens 3/4, or I should say half. So this side is open. This side is open, and that's it. So you it's kind of like awkward stuffing your stuff in here, versus with the REI. It opens as if you're packing a backpack or even a suitcase. So you can just lay this flat, lay the flap flat, put your stuff in it, fold the flap and zipping up. And then, like I said earlier, has two zippers. So if one zipper goes bad, you got another zipper to work with. Osprey bag, I don't know if you can really tell, but this zipper is very tiny. Very tiny compared to I don't know if you can see it well enough, compared to one from REI. Excuse me. I don't know if you can see it well enough, and the one from Pro Packing Cubes. So basically, in my opinion, this is just asking to break. And again, like I said, the zipper only opens from here all the way to here. It doesn't open all the way down on both sides, or all three sides. So you can peel it back. Roughly, I say half. So it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward, packing it like that. To me, some people may find this not to be a big deal, but again, I started off with the REI bag. So again, I was kind of spoiled when I bought these. And again, like I said, the only issue I have with these REI bags, they don't come in, that many sort of colors. So with the Ospreys, I will be sending them back and exchange them for another Osprey product. Like I said, you know, the material is not bad, but you know, small single zipper, not opening fully. You know, other than that, I love the fact that these bags are very, very thin. You know, very thin, so that, you know, and it doesn't take up a lot of bulk and room when you're actually packing. So you don't have to deal with the bulkiness of the bag in addition to what you pack in the bag. But I was kind of curious, and now my curiosity is gone, so I will be sending these back to Amazon. The Pro packing cubes, again, like I said, they're not that bad, but it's kind of hard to do research online because you really can't see what the item is actually like. I still may hold on to these because at least, like I said, I get assortment of colors and they offer assortment of sizes. So between these and the ones from REI, you know, that's pretty much all I need. So that is my review of the packing cubes from REI, Pro packing cubes, and Osprey. Okay, I did forget to mention that I am going to do a water test. I did mention it earlier that I'm going to do a water test. So what I've done here is I've taken Pro packing cube. Like I said, again, you see the mesh right there, but the water test I'm going to do is on nylon side. I have a red shirt in here. Got a red shirt in there. In the Osprey bag, I have purple shirt, and again, I have REI bag with my jeans in it. So in a few minutes, I'm going to take this to my bathroom sink. I'm going to run some water across it, high velocity, and let it sit there for a couple minutes. And then I'll open up each bag, and then you'll see the final results. Whether or not if it is waterproof enough to your liking. And like I said earlier in the video, I did test the REI and the Osprey, but I didn't test the Pro packing cube. So this is going to be fun. First, we're going to start with the REI bag. So pretty much I'm just simulating the worst case scenario if your bag ever get wet with the contents inside a packing cube that's supposed to be water resistant or waterproof to get wet. So bear with me, I'm doing this by one hand. Now I should have used the side that wasn't zippered. Oh man, I'm sorry, yeah, that's the expandable side. So again, I'm doing this with one hand. And voila. Okay, now of course this is by the zipper. So now your water's going to get in the zipper. So what I'm going to do next is do it on the other side towards the bottom, away from the zipper. That's the zipper end that's wet. That's the other side. So you see how much water I put on that bag? So it's safe to say that these are capable of keeping your clothes dry for the most part, as long as you're not going in the middle of a monsoon. So that's the REI bag. Now we'll do the Osprey bag. Now I'm going to go away from the zipper. Zipper's up here. And at this end. Alright, now bear with me because this one's going to be a little bit harder to open with one hand. Not bad. Not bad at all. For that amount of water to only have that much of a wet spot. So if you have a good, decent water repellent bag, even if it gets heavily drenched, it will take a lot of water for your clothes to really get soaked or wet. Now, last but not least, I want to try. What I do, I'll roll it up. I'll do it this way. Okay. So basically, it's going to be the nylon end away from the mesh end. I had to adjust the exposure on my camera so you guys can see. Or maybe I should have got a darker color. So you can't see the water beading on the bag. Again, these are the Pro packing cubes. All right, bear with me. Voila. Nylon side is very, very good. And there might be a little watermark, but you can judge for yourself. So, important thing is it's not going to be waterproof at the zippers. Just like with my pair of jeans with the Osprey bag, the end of the jeans that got wet was by the zipper. But When I did the other end, it was pretty much okay. It also could have been that water got inside the bag as well. What, the jeans? Osprey wasn't too bad. Again, like I said before, as long as your bag is water resistant enough, even in a very heavy rainstorm, it will take a lot of water to soak through these bags for your clothes to get wet.